if you are anything like me, you're just thinking, hey, government what the government gonna government? Then you got a home here. Welcome to the Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground of a state, nation, and world that we live in. Appreciate you being here. I realize that we haven't given a pup date yet since we've been back on the program. So just FYI, the Aussie and the Boone are doing just fantastic. They're doing great. Boone went through his second year of life and second hunting season without going out and hunt. We didn't try, but he's showing signs. Aussie is too. I mean, Aussie's 13 breeds. Boone is 16 breeds. There's some hunting breeds in there, so we're just going to see what we can do. We're going to get him out. We're definitely going to get him out, but now it's paddleboard season and kayaking season, so hopefully we can get them on the water, but they are doing fantastic. The brothers knucklehead that they are. And yeah, they're great. Everything's good. Boone's separation anxiety is being managed pretty damn well. He's doing great. No medication. He is doing well with what we call the Boone protocols. Turn the TV on. You know, we throw Meat Eater on there or Top Gear, and throw his food down in the feeder Kong. Have you seen these? If your dog needs some entertainment and likes to eat like mine, the Kong feeder is fantastic. You put food into this Kong and they bat it around, and as they bat it around, food pops out. There's a little hole in it and just rolls around, and food will come out, and they'll eat and smack it around. It's really stimulating for the dogs. It's fantastic. And here in the studio, we put on my podcast. So the door's closed. He thinks Dad's in here. TV's on, normal day, no big deal. He's cool. The Boone protocols. And we leave 6-7 hours. He's fine. He's good. He's totally okay. Got dog door, does his thing, hangs out in the backyard, leave him with a bone, whatever. It's all good. So there's the pup date. There you go. And I'm getting if you caught our episodes with John Colazar about the horses, I keep getting text messages from John, and he's upset about somebody that's running for governor and this horse issue. The person running for governor gave John his cell phone number. So now I'm on a group text with a sitting congressman, John Colazar, and myself about the horse issue. I warned him. And you know something, and I'll get through this. I'll have to dig into what he sent me about the horses, but the horses are a big issue. Horses need to be dealt with. We covered that in the last few programs. Needs to be dealt with because it is absolutely, these horse populations are eviscerating our natural habitats, and they're driving our native species out to neighboring states. We've got it. We have to do something. Something has to be done. Okay. So I will keep digging into what he's all fired up about on what David was doing, and figured out he's running for governor. As a matter of fact, I had to ask him, are you running for governor? Somebody told me you're running for governor. This was like a year ago. He's like, yeah, I'm running for governor. I'm like, okay. Yeah. We don't do political endorsements on this show, so apologies. You probably won't know who I'm voting for, but if I'm voting in the primary, which is coming up, yeah, I mean, there will be signs. I mean, you might. I don't think it'd be too hard to figure out who I'm voting for. Yeah, I mean, like I always said, there will be signs. Mm-hmm. Anyway, we'll get to the horse issue the next few shows as well, so we'll figure that out. If you were going up I-17, and I've noticed this the past few times that I've been up I-17, that there's a lot of construction on what looks like a bridge, just like a normal bridge over the interstate, and but you look at both sides of these things, and you're like, it's a really nice looking bridge. Like they've got it dialed in. It looks really nice. It's even. There's no roads. And no, this isn't back to Vito. Where we're going, we don't need roads. Nothing like that. There's no roads on either side of this bridge. So now you're thinking, government gonna government. What the hell is this? How has this been funded? How has this been approved? There's no way. There's no way. What the hell is this? What it is a wildlife crossing. You can go and laugh. It's fine. Yeah, I laughed. I thought it was hilarious. The first time I heard the concept of a wildlife crossing, I thought this is the dumbest thing in the world. What are you gonna do? Put up a sign? They're gonna read it. Oh, I'm not gonna. I don't cross here, right? I go over there. Oh, all right, go over there. Okay. Oh, cool. They got a bridge. This is rad. Like, this is the dumbest thing in the world. How stupid is this? Like, dumb. Until I took my own damn advice and didn't just jump with my assumption and just run with it. Excuse me. I jumped with the assumption. I definitely did. Running with it was something that I say don't do, and they did. Until I met with the people, the scientists, the biologists at your Arizona Game and Fish Department. I said, come on. Really? What is it for? Rabbits? Because elk aren't going to go over a bridge. Or there's little, like one of those little turns, the things where they walk up the stairs, or the ramps like coming out of Sky Harbor where it gets you dizzy and then just puts you on the freeway. Smart government. Yeah, I'm on the 6th floor of the parking garage at Terminal 4 at Sky Harbor, and I've got to go through this windy thing all the way down. Now I'm dizzy, and you're going to just send me off to the way to think that through. So anyway, what are they going to do? How are they going to pull this off? And the guys just looked at me like I was an idiot. They work. No, they don't. Yeah, they work. Like, you've got to be kidding me. He's like, no, we're just going to build a bridge. I go, you are a government agency. We're just going to build a bridge and just hope that the animals use it, and it cuts down on traffic accidents, cuts down on wildlife deaths, and we're just actually going to build it hoping it works. We know it works. We build them, and it works. Damn, that's so flipping cool. I was so excited to hear this. I was so excited that I got to teach myself a lesson to actually listen to myself. Anyway, I wanted to tell everyone about this. These things actually work. These things actually funnel the animals into a spot where they can safely cross the road, and they are walking over traffic. And if you've been on I-17, you know there's traffic. For those that don't understand, I-17 connects the Phoenix area up to Flagstaff. It just goes straight up. And it is a mess, except those new express lanes or whatever the hell you call them. Skip the line lanes. I don't know what the hell they are. Flex lanes. That's what they call them. Woo! That's pretty cool. That's pretty slick. Yeah. That's good government. Good job, government. Good job, Arizona Department of Transportation. Whichever administration signed off on it, good on you. Congratulations. Yeah, it actually did something for us. But these damn thing works. Check these things out. Okay. So about $150 million are being granted to these projects in 17 states. 17 states. Wildlife collisions. Just so you understand this. So you're thinking like, oh, $150 million. Wow. That's a lot of money. That's your taxpayer dollars. I get it. I'm a taxpayer hound. That's why I might be, not that you'd know who I'm voting for in the primary, a candidate for governor that is a math nerd, a complete math nerd. If it weren't for him, I don't know what would be going on with Medicaid and Medicare right now. Social Security, that's that guy's gig. Keep it going. It's wild. Anyway, something $150 million for these things. And I understand there's a story about a wildlife crossing in California, which was just they California'd it. Multiple people made millions of dollars and just milked off the taxpayer dime and consultants and surveys and just absolute ridiculousness. And it just enriched people. It's just a money-making scheme over there anytime California tries to do anything. Yes, that's not what we're talking about. There's 17 states where $150 million is being thrown into these, to states that'll actually, spend the money on, the actual wildlife corridor. All right, bridge over the freeway, so to speak. And a corridor. Some go under. Yeah, pretty cool, huh? Yeah, but anyway, wildlife collisions cost about $10 billion annually. $150 million are being put into building bridges over solid, trafficked freeways and $10 billion. Maybe we cut down. Maybe you cut 20% off of the 10 billion. Not doing the, I'm not a math guy, but that guy is that I talked about earlier, that I did not talk about earlier. That's $2 billion. So spending $150 million to save $2 billion sounds like a fantastic idea to me. It's not a fantastic idea. And that's just if we cut down by 20%. 10% gets $1 billion. Spend $150 million to save $1 billion. God dog it. That is some fantastic math. That's fantastic. So next time you're rolling up or down I-17 and you see that, you're like, wow, hey, check it out. And if you're in a different state and you see a bridge going nowhere, oh, you're, what the hell? There's no road either way. That's probably what it is. And it works. Oh, I feel like such a jackass. Like I thought there's no way that was going to work. It's not tough to make me feel like a jackass. I do a lot of jackass things. Speaking of which, actually, you're going to be a jackass movie. No, I'm not sponsored by it. No, I'm going to get paid by anybody, but I absolutely adore that entire franchise. It is absolutely disgusting. It is irreverent. It's funny. It is just whatever. Watch someone else. Basically, it's just life. People getting hurt. It's fantastic. New Jackass movie coming out. Or it might be already out. I have no idea. Check your local listings. Remember when we had Movie Phone? Yeah, here's some Gen X. Here's some serious, solid Gen X stuff for you right here. Yeah, there's the boomers and then the millennials. The Gen Xers and the millennials. It was you had to dial a phone number for Movie Phone. You had to dial a phone number, and it would say, "Welcome to Movie Phone. For a list of movies in your area, press 1." And you would have to go through and just press for okay one, and then say. It would say where movies are playing. You'd have to listen to the entire recording. It was ridiculous. But that's how it was. Yeah, Movie Phone. I remember when Malcolm X came out, the movie Malcolm X came out, it said Malcolm 10. Malcolm 10. Oh, that had to have been early AI. Or just a voice guy that just loved his job. Fantastic. Just loved his job. What a good thing. Let's switch up. Thanks for being here. This is The Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground, state, nation, and world that we live in. If you get over to a new channel, check this out, guys. 0% interest. Our NA beer reviews that we're doing here on The Go Show have now moved over to 0% interest. All spelled out. 0% interest. You see what we did there? 0% interest. So we'll be doing non-alcoholic drink reviews over there, and we have moved some of The Go Show fun over to the new spot, and we're going to redo a few of the other ones. My Bob Ross and Squirrel will be making a comeback, and that will be my backdrop because this is obviously our logo. Moving on, 0% interest. So check it out if you're looking at YouTube. 0% interest NA is the at I don't know address. God, I need to really get up on this stuff. I wish this was coffee. It's not. Okay. Moving on. A while ago, I saw a commercial on Sportsman's Channel, Outdoor, whatever it was. And I saw a dude with an e-bike, a big e-bike, like big fat tires on this thing. And it was camo and it was looking rad. And he was pulling a little cart, and the cart had a deer strapped to it. I'm thinking, e-bike for the outdoors? Hey, now, sounds fantastic. Okay. And so it was actually, I believe, the first one, at least the first to major market. I'm going to say this, probably not the first to market. So please don't fact check me, anything like that. The first to major market to get out there and brand itself. Because keep in mind, roto-molded coolers, Yeti was the first to major market. They weren't the first roto-molded cooler. They were the first to like serious market. So people see roto-molded coolers so much, and they're like, "Oh, all my Canyon coolers," and they're like, "Oh, you got a Yeti." And they see the Canyon, and they look like Boone looks at me like, "Yeah, Arizona brand, you should dig it, trust me." But anyway, better than Yeti. But the first to market in the outdoor e-bike world was Quiet Cat. Quiet Cat with a K. Cool kids, cool stuff. So Quiet Cat with a K. And they seemed like kind of same market, like same, like it was like a $1,500 or something like that. And I was like, at the time I was like, that's cool, but I don't know if it's that cool. I'm thinking, it's cool. The first hunt I took Rob Hunter on, it was an elk hunt, and we left from camp. We hiked 6 miles out, 6 miles back, and that was pretty eye opening. And that was what I was thinking in the back of my mind. I'm like, gee, I wish I had this e-bike out here. Anyway, Jeep bought Quiet Cat, and good Lord, let me actually see if I can pull up in real time here. Let me see if I can put see Quiet Cat. Let me pull this up here. Quiet Cat e-bike. Let's try it back there. Okay. All right. There we go. All-terrain bikes. Okay. All right. So I believe Jeep bought them, or some major out kind of off-road manufacturer bought them. And then the prices went up. Like I'm looking at, they're doing clearance right now. Something's going on with ththese guys. But I mean, the Apex was $6,350. This one's $3,500, $4,300. 3,500. And I'm thinking, good Lord. Like you can get a normal e-bike for something, a lot of this, but basically this is an e-mountain bike. But I would be all about it because right now they're on damn near half price sale. Holy mackerel. It's just sold out. Okay, so the Apex XD, which was $6,350, is $3,799, $3,800. Still pricey. But is it worth it? Like, you think about, Quiet Cat and you think about just not the Quiet Cat, just an e-bike in general and how quiet it is, getting through, you not have to pedal a bunch, and you're super stealthy, and you're getting to your spot faster, and you're getting to your spot still with energy. And you're not in a side-by-side, which is just loud as hell and scaring everything, right? Okay. So there are different types of hunting e-bikes. All right. So they're just straight up like, excuse me. Let me back up. I apologize. There are certain regulations every state has. So check your local state regulations for if you can use an e-bike, because some people are thinking it's aiding in the take of wildlife and yada, yada, yada. Some have to, it can't have full power mode, like just a little electric motorcycle. Some states say you have to at least pedal part of the way. Some have to be pedal powered and pedal charged. It's just, there's different types. So you got to check it out. I think it would be cool to have one. I don't think it's going to help me take an elk or a deer, because I think the major benefit of having an electric anything is stealth. So you're stealthy getting to your spot. Okay. Unless you hit something and you fly over the handlebars and you're screaming and rowling in pain. Then you're like, I should have just walked. Right. But then I think about the stealth part of it, and I think that's great. If you are in a public land hunt or an early season hunt where no one is there, an e-bike, a Quiet Cat, a hunting bike, a hunting mountain bike, or an e-mountain bike, I think it's better to say, would give you an advantage only if you are one of the very few people out there. It's a joke in a lot of ways. In a lot of times, there's a lot of people that I hunt with and have hunted with in my life that say like, well, they definitely know when it's the season. Could be deer, could be elk, could be anything. Yeah, well, they've gone away. They were here 3 weeks ago, and I was out here scouting, and now they're just gone. Man, it's like they hit the calendar, and though they're just gone. No. There's a reason why it seems that way. And this goes back to the e-bike thing, because, you think the only reason why I would spend the 3.5 G's is because I want to be stealthy, and I don't want the deer, the elk to be all freaked out as it is. Here's why. This is how it ties into it. Here's why we think, or at least feel like, deer, elk, javelina, whatever it is, know the season. We think that because they are very skittish, during the season. They're gone they take off, they go elsewhere. Not because they know a calendar, because the moon, the lunar cycle, anything like that. That's not one. Think about this. Think about opening day of elk season. Okay. What happened 2 days before the opening day of elk season? It follows a Jurassic Park model, right? You think about off-season northern Arizona. Da, 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 da. Right? It's like, oh, this is Jurassic Park. No, was it? Welcome to Jurassic Park. Everything's beautiful and pristine. And then 2 days before season, people sighting in the rifles, bam, 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 hitting campfires, hitting the grill. Everybody say these elk are like, what in the hell? What? It's like the end of Jurassic Park. Let's get out of here. That's it. So for 2 days, these elk and deer are going, what in the hell is that? Smells like bacon. Smells good. Don't get me wrong, but I don't want to hang out and see what's, I don't want to see what's making bacon. People making noise, big trucks. That was my truck. Coming up there. My truck's loud. My truck sounds like a diesel. My truck was voted most likely to be misgendered as a diesel truck. Don't worry. I did say that, and I really didn't mean to say that. But anyway, my truck is loud. So when the Falcon's coming up the road, and they everybody with their F-250s and their big dualies and things like that, pulling big trailers, and the place is just overrun by us. So the deer and the elk, they know what the hell's going on. They're like, okay, let's get this. Not that they're like, oh, these are the hunters, these are the people that are trying to kill us. They don't know that's going on. They just know something's off, and they don't like it. They're da 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 da. It's interrupted. And they take off, or they hide, they hunker down, they change their patterns, or they might pick up on the pattern. I don't know how intuitive they are, but they might pick up on the pattern. Like, all this stuff like shuts down when the sun goes down. Like everybody's just like, it gets quiet out here again. Goes back to da da da. Okay. Yeah. Let's just do the night thing. Crepuscular. Queen Bee's going to have to help me on that. I think it's crepuscular. Somebody help me out with that. Baines, crepuscular. Feed in the morning and night. Hunker down the rest of the time. Whatever. That's what I think it's called. But anyway, that totally negates the need for an e-bike. Unless you are in a hunt where they've given out 2 tags for the entire unit and nobody's up there with you, and you can just be stealthy. Or you're doing a late season public land DIY hunt, and you need to be stealthy, and there's not a bunch of people around. All the jabronis, all the slappies have left, and all you're doing is walking around picking up trash and hopefully hunting. We ain't your mama. Pick up after yourselves. I got to tell you, after COVID, we had tags. We had elk tags after COVID. And we were talking to our buddies that guide up there, and they said, oh God, yeah. As far as campsites go, I mean, it's not trying to find a campsite. It's trying to find a campsite that's not completely trashed. These people took their stimulus money, and they did not want to be hanging out in town. And they said, let's give camping a try. They went to Sportsman's. They went to Bass Pro. And they bought the place out. They went up, they trashed the place, and they left most of their stuff there. I'm not kidding. They're like, I hate camping, and they left stuff there. There were easy ups. The place was trashed. The spot that we found to camp wasn't really bad at all. I think I was the first one there, and we were just, pulling out, there's some chairs, and there's somebody like left a burnt out, empty propane tanks, things like that. I mean, okay, but I mean, it's not okay, but it wasn't as bad as some of the stuff we see coming in that just had thrashed easy ups and just chairs and folding chairs and towels. They just left. Because it was funny. I went to Sportsman's Warehouse, used to be a sponsor of the show. I went to Sportsman's Warehouse and the shelves were empty. And so I thought it was like a supply chain thing. I was like, okay, see when your suppliers got COVID or something like that, and nope. They said people came and cleaned this place out. We've sold more than we've ever sold, like in the last 5 months, because people just came and we need to get out of town. We don't have to social distance at 5,000, 7,000 feet. We can do what we can be. We can live. And they tried camping. So I was thinking, oh my gosh, what a great thing this is. That's a massive silver lining in the COVID cloud, is that people experience the outdoors either again or for the first time. I don't understand why people could go up to someplace so beautiful and just trash it. I just don't. But I should have known better. And I hope there were a solid handful of people that experienced the outdoors during COVID and thought, this is for me. This is something that I can come and enjoy. This is something I can be thankful for. This is something that I can preserve. This is something that I can get involved with. And we launched some good frontline conservationists out of that whole thing. But wow, God, never forget that. I just never forget rolling up there and just seeing trashed out campsites. And I look, I don't blame people like, oh, well, why don't you guys are such conservationists, you guys are the outdoorsmen, why wouldn't you just roll into a campsite and really clean it up? A lot of us did. Some of us didn't because, hey, there's just no time. Look, we put all these time and resources into a tag, finally got drawn. I'm finding an empty campsite that isn't trash, and I'm parking my butt there, and I'm getting ready for the next morning's hunt. Period. That just is what it is, right? That is what it is. So anyway, we do have a gubernatorial election coming up. Wildlife passes over freeways are a good thing, and they really do work. And e-bikes for hunting, all right, okay. If you are really alone, yes, then it would be worth it, in my opinion. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. It's been a good time. We're going to give you an update on the Oregon law on Wednesday. It's looks like that sucker's going to actually hit the books, hit the ballot box. So an initiative to eliminate hunting and fishing altogether. Good luck. All right. Thanks for playing. This is The Go Show. Celebrating all things outdoors, this beautiful outdoor playground of a state, nation, and world that we live in. We'll see you on Wednesday.